Hello, Rob Dustan, Interim Manager. What do? I deliver projects predominantly around business development and bids. That's my key area of skill set, so I'm Shipley trained. I understand right the way through the whole life process, and I tend to be engaged by organisations to come in and provide that leadership role for the period of the bid, which is usually a resource that a lot of companies say, well, we'll just do it as an aside and an adjunct to the day job. The reality is you need specialists, you need people who win, and I win. And I've done it in a number of different areas and sectors. So everything from defence right the way through to housing infrastructure, education, and more recently health, where I took a company that provided clothing solutions into the health market with gowns for surgical applications, sterile and non-sterile. I've had operational roles where I've taken businesses through from a performance point of view. I've been engaged, provided a set of changes that I proposed to put in within a 3-week period, deliver those changes. And I took one particular example with Advisor from 7th out of 9 into first place in the UK, predominantly through changing the framework of their delivery and the way they approach their business and changing their way they engage with the customer. Very customer focused. I always engage with the customer to try and work out what it is they really want. Sometimes they don't actually write that down in words. There's an implication around what they're looking at. I also like to take the idea and solution to the customer as early as possible so that you can actually engage with them and try and test those out. So actually market testing in a way. But by doing that, we're getting through that capture management process of who are you, what do you do, why should I buy from you? And those questions are being addressed. Within the bid area, I'm very keen on developing the strategy around a bid, the key themes to play out, what the hotspots are, understanding the customer requirement and framing those out. What I also do in the interim role is I will actually produce the plan for producing the bid and the response format and response feedback, but also I'll engage with your SMEs who are there with the knowledge and extract that knowledge, produce drafts, and actually present those for review and critique. Key thing there is that everybody has that horror of the first draft, the first line on the paper. I actually don't mind that. I get paid for being told I haven't done a good job in that process, because what you actually get from that is the good job comes from it, because the points that are good are pulled out, the points that need it in reinforcing are emphasised, and we end up with a winning bid at the end of the day. And I've done that with a number of different companies over the years, and you'll see that from my CV and my précis of my career with where that's been delivered. I also like looking at new market opportunities for companies, evaluating their capabilities, taking them into the new market, working out what it is they do and how those can be delivered into the market. So that's another element of it that I really enjoy. Overall, I relish a challenge. Give me something that's relatively impossible to do. So I take the gowns in the NHS as an example. The company felt that they wanted to be there strategically. Operationally, the guys didn't believe it was possible, but we proved it and we did it and we got there and we won. In VT, we went into the waste management market. I picked it up as a project and we took it from zero to winning a £750 million contract and proving that we could actually deliver it. But it was by reframing the requirement into the capabilities that the company had. And opportunity was to look at those capabilities, any gaps, and then fill those gaps with partners and deliver that solution. Ultimately, I'm a project manager, so I like to be clear with the plans. I like to work with people and show them what the success criteria are and how those can be measured. And I am measured by my performance. So if you look at my history, you'll be able to see that I actually do deliver. And I'd love to talk through your problem, issues, opportunity, project, whatever it may be, the changes you may want it to implement, and actually get to know what those are and work with you and devise a way of delivering those for you. I'm prepared to look at contingent fees. At West Hayes, we look at all different ways of incentivising, fitting the bill to what it is you need to deliver in terms of your budgets. But also, I relish the challenge. So give me an opportunity, come and have a chat with me, and it might be something off the wall that you think isn't something that anybody would be interested in delivering, and we'll have a frank discussion around it. And I'd love to collaborate with you and work on something that you have to resolve. Anyway, I'm Rob Dustan, interim project manager, interim bid manager, interim change manager. Just love getting my sleeves rolled up and doing the work. Look forward to speaking.